As the biopharmaceutical industry evolves, the role of patients in shaping drug development and healthcare strategies has become increasingly critical. Patients bring first-hand knowledge and a unique perspective, offering invaluable insights into their lived experiences with diseases and treatments. This has prompted medical affairs teams to move beyond their traditional focus on healthcare providers and actively engage with patient communities. However, the journey toward meaningful patient partnerships involves navigating challenges and adopting innovative strategies, which vary based on company size and resources. 1. The paradigm shift. Why patient partnerships? Historically, the biopharmaceutical sector operated with a top-down approach, where decisions were driven by clinical outcomes and regulatory requirements. However, this model often overlooked the nuances of patient experiences, such as access to medications, quality of life, and treatment adherence. Today, patient engagement is recognized as a cornerstone of patient-centric healthcare for several reasons. Informed decision-making. Insights from patients enhance the design and execution of clinical trials, ensuring studies are relevant and inclusive. Better treatment outcomes. Patient input helps tailor therapies to real-world needs, improving adherence and overall effectiveness. Strengthened trust. Engaging patients builds transparency and credibility, fostering stronger relationships between companies and the communities they serve. Medical affairs teams are at the forefront of this transformation, acting as a bridge between patients, healthcare providers, and internal stakeholders. 2. Comparative approaches. Established versus emerging companies. Established companies. Scaling patient partnerships. Larger biopharmaceutical companies often have extensive resources and structured processes to engage patients. They can invest in specialized roles. Dedicated patient advocacy teams can focus on specific therapeutic areas or regions. Leverage technology. Platforms like Novartis, II4, Insights. Discovery Trademark allow companies to gather, analyze, and act on patient data. Integrate patients across stages. Patients are involved from early drug development to post-market phases, ensuring their voices shape every aspect of the product lifecycle. However, the scale of operations in established companies can lead to silos, where different teams work in isolation, causing delays or inconsistencies. Overcoming this requires clear communication between departments, transparent roles and responsibilities to streamline processes, a shift from episodic to continuous patient engagement. Emerging companies. Agility and intimacy. Smaller companies may lack resources, but compensate with agility and closer connections to patient communities. They excel at grassroots engagement, building deep relationships with local or smaller patient organizations. Personalized support, offering non-financial assistance, such as skill sharing or collaborative projects. Rapid decision-making. Smaller teams enable faster feedback loops and implementation of patient insights. However, resource constraints often limit the scope of engagement. Emerging companies must creatively optimize their strategies by prioritizing initiatives with the highest impact, partnering with external organizations, or leveraging shared resources. Cultivating leadership buy-in to advocate for more robust patient engagement frameworks. 3. Practical strategies for successful partnerships. A. Building a framework for engagement. A structured framework is essential for ensuring consistent and meaningful patient partnerships. Key elements include defining objectives, establishing clear goals for patient involvement at each stage of drug development, role clarity, outlining responsibilities across medical affairs, patient advocacy, and other teams to avoid duplication or gaps. Feedback loops, creating mechanisms to inform patients how their insights influence decisions, fostering trust and transparency. B. Sustaining continuous engagement. Ad hoc outreach is insufficient for meaningful partnerships. Companies should maintain regular communication with patient organizations, offer ongoing opportunities for collaboration, such as advisory boards or focus groups, foster long-term relationships that align with mutual goals. Tailoring approaches to community needs. Each patient community has unique priorities and challenges. Personalized engagement strategies can involve co-creating initiatives with patient groups, addressing specific needs, such as educational resources or access to care, including patients as partners in the design and dissemination of clinical trials and publications. Fourth, measuring impact. From metrics to value. While metrics such as participation rates and event attendance are important, they do not fully capture the value of patient partnerships. Companies should document qualitative outcomes, such as testimonials, case studies, or successful collaborations. Highlight instances where patient insights drove strategic decisions or avoided risks. Focus on building a narrative of trust, long-term impact, and improved patient outcomes. The patient perspective, shifting the paradigm. From the patient's viewpoint, partnerships with biopharmaceutical companies must be equitable. Compensation for time and expertise is critical to reflect the value of patient contributions. Be meaningful. Patients prefer engagements that lead to tangible changes rather than symbolic participation. Be inclusive. Companies should actively involve diverse patient voices, ensuring representation from various demographics and disease states. 6. Lessons for the future. To ensure patient partnerships achieve their full potential, biopharmaceutical companies must invest in education, train medical affairs teams to understand the nuances of patient engagement, foster collaboration, break down silos to enable seamless collaboration between internal teams and patient organizations. Embrace innovation. Use technology to enhance engagement, from virtual advisory boards to real-time feedback tools. Lead with empathy. Recognize the emotional and physical challenges faced by patients, tailoring engagement to be compassionate and supportive. Conclusion. The biopharmaceutical industry's shift toward patient-centricity is more than a trend. It is a fundamental transformation in how treatments are developed and delivered. Both established and emerging companies have a role to play in driving this change. By prioritizing ethical, transparent, and impactful partnerships, medical affairs professionals can bridge the gap between science and lived experiences, creating a future where patient voices are integral to every decision. This collaborative approach promises not only better health outcomes, but also a more equitable and inclusive healthcare ecosystem.